What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? This is going to be your review for Ready to Love, Season 2, Episode 3. So, we had the first cuts the night before, so it's the next day. Everybody's up, they're mingling, they're having mimosas and all that good stuff that you do in the morning. And, um, Tommy had told everybody, listen, y'all have free reign of this resort, take advantage, go on some dates, really get to know each other, wine and dine each other. Let's do it. Let's figure it out. Now, both the lawyer and the musician are both trying to figure out, well, what did I do wrong? I was at the bottom, so I know I have to kind of, make some good impressions, figure out where I went wrong, figure out what people didn't like about me, whatever, whatever. Now Naya and the DJ, I forget his name, but the DJ, the guy in the pink suit with no shirt on, they actually had a really good day. They went kayaking. And it was a really, really nice day. I feel like it was a really nice time. It was a really, really nice day. Everybody was having a good time with the two of them. And they kind of went off and did their own thing. He even had some wine, and he said he wanted to kiss her, but he didn't want to push it. He didn't want to go too far, do too much too soon. That's good. That's good. So I like them. I like the two of them. I don't know where this is going, with shows like this, people start off one way and then by 2-3 weeks later they can't stand each other. So I'm just be cautious, okay? Then we had a picnic where the musician and the lawyer was there. David was there. Um, what's her name? Toya with the big pretty fro. And David was kind of rubbing people the wrong way. Okay, now I liked David. I thought David was a good one. I don't know, but David was rubbing them the wrong way, honey. And they were trying to let David know what they were saying, what they were doing that they didn't really like or appreciate. And my girl, hold on. Alicia. Alicia is the thickum. Now listen, let me say this about Miss Alicia. Alicia said that she is high maintenance and that she don't know about dating a man with 5 kids because she has 2 kids of her own, and any man that she dates is gonna have to keep her because she's high maintenance, take care of her and take care of her kids. And so, taking care of 8 people, that's a lot. So let me say that. Okay, I'm gonna say that because we're gonna get to that a little bit more later. Okay. Um, and then Rashid is kind of rubbing people the wrong way because they feel like he's a little arrogant. They feel like he's coming off a little arrogant. He's making comments about buying his pajamas down to the Nordstrom, and the ladies looked at each other and was like, "Child, please, I buy my pajamas down to the Target or down to the Walmart." Now let me say this. Um I don't think that was being pretentious. If that's where you shop, that's where the fuck you shop. Like, I know people who buy their pajamas, they slippers, they robes, and everything else down to the Nordstroms or the Macy's or whatever. If that's where they shop, that's where they shop. I don't know, but I do feel like that Rashid is kind of rubbing the ladies the wrong way. He's got that little. He does have a little air about him, but I think he's more annoying than arrogant. But I ain't there with them every day, so maybe what I'm saying is a little sliver of it. You know what I'm saying? So, Denise oh, okay, I'm gonna get to that. Okay, so then we had like a truth or dare game. Well, no, they had the pool party, and the guys got to show off their bodies a little bit. They took their shirts off and was doing push-ups, and a couple of the ladies was like, "Ooh, I didn't know you was hiding all of that." Denise was one of them. Like, "Ooh, okay." Denise and oh, that's what I just read. Damn it, Denise and Kalani. Denise and Kalani connected. They had another little deep conversation, and they seem to connect again. Denise seems to really like Kalani, but I think that's going to become an issue because the lady said that Kalani seemed to be making his rounds, which is what he's supposed to be doing. Okay, he's supposed to be getting to know all of the ladies because he's supposed to be trying to find that right connection. Just because he had a good conversation with Denise a couple of times does not mean that he should stop looking and he should just zero in on Denise. Like, he shouldn't do that. Like I said, they had the pool party. Everything was cool. It seemed nice. Once again, Rashid sort of rubbed Denise the wrong way. He made a comment about, the guys got their shirts off while the ladies still in their cover-ups. Now, on one hand, okay, you have a point. But on the other hand, like, we not five. Like, I'm going to take my damn cover-up when and if I feel like taking off my cover-up. Like, it is what it is, child, whatever. But to me, it wasn't that big of a deal. Now, David had a little one-on-one time with Miss Alicia. Now, this is where Alicia really, really sort of rubbed me the wrong way. She was talking to David because David made a comment about being the head of the household and taking care of the finances and things like that. So then she was asking him about, well, if you date me, I have 2 kids, do you feel like, basically she was saying, you're going to take care of me and my kids. That's how I took it. And he was like, hold up. Like, no. Like, I'm dating you. Of course, I'm gonna treat you and your kids nice, but I don't think that automatically becomes my responsibility to take care of your kids because we dating. And let me be honest, like I agree with him. Like that sort of turned me off. Alicia's whole mindset sort of turned me off. Now I ain't never been no single mother trying to date, but I do not feel like because you have children, it automatically becomes his responsibility. Now I do understand when you have children and you are dating, you have to make sure you are dating someone who is open to the fact that you have children, that is cool with the fact that you have children, that is open to possibly creating that that non-traditional family unit. But I do not think that he becomes financially responsible for the needs of your children. I just don't feel like that happens. And Alicia sort of took it that he was saying that, and then sort of took it back to the rest of the ladies, and they sort of was like, they sort of signed on to it and was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I was like, no, no, no. Now maybe I heard it wrong, but I was kind of feeling some kind of way because I feel like now David did get into it with is it Toya? Cause they got to talking and he sort of put his fingers in her face and she was like, whoa, 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 what you not gonna do? And again, I don't think it was a purposeful this, but they were sitting really close to each other and he was talking with his hands. But yeah, I can understand her having a reaction to that. So the ladies had to sit down with Tommy and they had to basically come up with who they're gonna cut. They were cutting 2 people, and next week it's the guys' turn. They're gonna cut 2 ladies. And so they went around the room and they was talking. Now the one thing that irritated me in this conversation, and I really don't want to go down this road, I just don't, because I already know what y'all gonna say. I already know where it's gonna happen. But Denise doesn't like Rashid. And she was explaining that she sees signs of narcissism in him because she knew somebody, and I don't know if she's talking about the guy that she just got out of the relationship with that was abusive or if it was a different relationship, but she was just saying how she feels like he's just arrogant and she sees the signs. And they were like, well, what signs? What are you talking about? And the first thing she said was light-skinned frat boy. Then Tommy was like, Tommy let her finish her point. He let her talk. But then Tommy kind of was like, but wait a minute. Well, I want to be clear and say that ain't nothing wrong with being light skinned and ain't nothing wrong with being in a fraternity. And then he threw up his Kappa signs because he's a Kappa just like Rashid's a Kappa. And he was like, you ain't coming from my... And I don't think it mattered that it was a Kappa. I think it mattered that she was stereotyping. And she was like, no, it doesn't. But I'm just saying, I've seen it. I'm just saying, it comes with it. Like, that's how he's... And I'm like, no, you have a problem with Rashid. And that's fine, but you didn't say anything about his personality that will have you think he's a narcissist. So because he's light-skinned and he's in a fraternity, that makes him a narcissist? No, boo. And I don't want us to start going down that road of the light skin. I just don't want us to do it and villainize him. Again, if you don't like him, you don't like him. And if you see signs that he might be or he might have some narcissism in him, that is fine. I respect that. But that what you told us or what you started off with has nothing to do with him being a narcissist. And so I just want to be very careful. Y'all know I don't like that. I don't even want us to go down that road. I feel like Denise has a problem with Rashid, and it seemed to be very clear what her issue was. And maybe it comes from her experience when she was down at Southern. Maybe them Kappas gave her a hard time. Maybe she tried to get into a sorority and she ain't make it. I don't know. But she seems to have something there. It seems to be something she's holding on to that's not about Rashid. That's just me. So the ladies decided that the people they was going to cut was going to be David and the musician. And Tommy said, listen, next week when it's the guy's turn to eliminate somebody, I know you going to want the same respect that... you're going to want the respect of somebody being honest and open with you. So you need to extend that same respect. And so the ladies had to tell the guys. And so they sent Denise to tell David. And she did a piss poor way of breaking down. Oh, the musician. The other reason why. So the musician was already in the bottom, right? But the other thing was he had a conversation with one of the ladies who was kind of feeling him. But basically he said that, he ain't really tripping about getting married. Marriage is just a piece of paper, and he ain't really tripping about having a piece of paper. Like, if they getting along and they cool, why they got to worry about getting married? And she was like, well, I think most of us here are trying to get married. Like, ain't nobody here just trying to be living up and shacked up. We want a husband. And then he was saying something about he ain't looking for love. He looking to share love. What? You shared love 5 times with them 5 babies you got. Like, what you sharing love? What? No, boo. The name of the show is Ready to Love, and you just said you ain't trying to love. What you here for? I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt. Lil Baby told me you wasn't there. Look, I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt. One of my subscribers, one of my loyals said, really be. He ain't there for that. Nah, I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt, bruh. But at the end of the day, you ain't there for that. And you got cut. He got cut. Now, David got cut. I didn't necessarily agree with David getting cut. I like David, and I think he got a bad rap because I don't think that he was wrong for what he said. I don't think he was saying that he doesn't feel like if he's dating a woman with children that he doesn't have somewhat that he has to take into consideration that a woman has children. But I don't think it is his responsibility to take care of those children when he just dating them. Like, no. How was you paying your bills before we started dating? Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Maybe it's me. Maybe I misunderstood. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Drop it in my comments. Peace.